Microphone, because we need it. I was actually a little later than I thought I was going to be. I thought it was going to be like 15 minutes. It turned out to be more closer to a half hour. I was actually looking for another piece of music. When is the stream starting? It's starting right now. It's starting right now. But I was looking for another song to use. Just to kind of throw on for the intro, and I couldn't find anything I liked, so forgive me, I'm taking a little bit longer here because I'm actually spreading the word. Let's see, no, I don't want to share it with those people, because those people don't like me. God forbid. There are people in the world that don't like you. Okay, I think we're good. Anyways, yeah, it's showtime, man. Let me bring up Duel Links. Where is it? Here we go. Sale underway. Oh, that's the same sale. Never mind. Maintenance notice. Maintenance is planned for the following period. January 7th, so tonight, at 11 p.m. my time, until 1:30 a.m. Candidate for Master Keys, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Preparations for a new event. Future improvements, bug fixes. Let's see. What else is there? Advance notice, the Tag Duel Tournament. Let's take a look. Attention, duelists. I don't do that voice very well. I will in a minute. Calm yourself, sir. Yeah, apparently we're getting the Tag Duel tournaments back. For those of you who weren't here for the last Tag tournament, don't get too excited. It's not you and a friend versus two other people. It's you and an NPC versus two NPCs. So, yeah, I mean, it's still kind of neat, I guess, but it's not as amazing as you might think. Let's see, challenge stamps, no. Survey regarding Duel Chronicles GX. Well, this is going to be fun. Let's do this real quick. All right, let's give some feedback. How was the length of the event? I'm indifferent. Actually, it was probably a little too long because it was boring. Was the flow of the event clear and easy to understand? I would say yes. Did you enjoy the fact that some of the spaces were changed to the gate to the treasure room during the event? I would have to say yes. Mostly yes. Did you enjoy the treasure room zone that was added during the event? It's kind of pointless, so I don't really care. Did you enjoy being able to challenge the king of games by using challenge tickets? I guess it was okay. Did you enjoy the scene album feature? I do not care. Were you satisfied with the system you could get cards in exchange for EX jewels that were... Yeah, I guess that's fine. How was the difficulty level when dueling legendary duels in each zone? I thought it was fine. How was the difficulty level when dueling standard duelist in each zone? I thought that was fine. How was the difficulty of the duel against the king of games? That was fine. Was the distribution of rewards throughout the event well balanced? I guess. Were you satisfied with the zone rewards? Oh, I think I meant what the zone rewards were. I was like, zone rewards? Okay, I think I know what that is. It was when you completed each zone it gave you... Yeah, I guess it's fine. Were you satisfied with the event only lottery rewards? I noticed that they didn't ask a question specifically about the lottery itself and not the rewards. I thought the rewards were kind of lame. Did you like the rewards obtainable by challenging the king of games? Yeah, they're all right. Were you satisfied with the event lottery that you could draw from 10 times per... No. I'm not. Because the lottery system is stupid. And I'm not going to support that. How were the event exclusive backgrounds that appeared during duels? I actually thought those were kind of neat. They had some different backgrounds. Did you enjoy the event setting and scenario? I did not. Did you enjoy the event's animations and BGM? I'm indifferent. Were the screen transitions and controls for the event user-friendly? I'm indifferent. Were you satisfied with the Duel Chronicles? I would have to say no overall. Do you have any comments on Duel Chronicles recommendation that you would like to share? No, because no one there reads these anyway. Do you have any series or arc you would like to play as Duel's Chronicle event? Here, I'm gonna throw y'all a bone here. Darts from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. I'll play Darts Saga. Oh, not Sage, Saga. There we go. Oh, come on, Richard. There we go. There we go. I'll throw y'all a bone and say we need darts. Let's see. Do you have any problems playing or understanding this event? No. What kinds of events would you like to see in the future? Not this reskin. Ever again. 5Ds. Alright, well, that's pretty much everything. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Stream's over. I'm just kidding. So what are we doing today? Oh, we're going to do ranked duels. Oh, but also, I'm going to go face Jaden real quick. Oh, and let me turn my sound on for y'all. But while I'm turning sound on, which deck do you all think I should use for my ranked duels? Because I'm getting mixed... obviously, I'm still getting mixed results. There isn't any one deck that I have that wins, say, 70% of the time. There just isn't. And some of the other decks out there, like the vampires, which are still top tier, I simply don't have the cards to build a vampire deck. So I can't build a vampire. I guess I could try to build that Kowalki deck, but I'm not really jazzed about it. It just seems kind of high maintenance, you know, like almost like a girlfriend who is kind of hot, but not hot to the point where you're really, you know, willing to put up with a lot of crap to keep her around. All right, let's get ourselves a Marshall Leaf. There's one Marshall Leaf. Only need one. Mushroom. No mushroom. Okay. Well, at least we got the Marshall Leaf. What is in this deck? This is a Sylvan deck. But this is not the one I'm going to use for ranked. You know what I might just do for ranked? Is I might go and re-evaluate the Arrow Mage deck. And maybe try to use that. Because when it works really well. But sometimes it doesn't. The only thing I don't like about the Arrow Mage deck is that it does take a little bit of time to set up. It takes like 3 turns before you're really, you know... It's not one of those decks where one turn and suddenly, you know, you've got a massive advantage. It just doesn't work like that. We'll bring the carrot. I'll actually sack them both because I don't mind sending the carrot to the graveyard. What is your rank? My rank is not very high. It's like gold 2. I mean, the season just restarted not that long ago, just a few days ago, so it's still pretty low. Do I have a Toon World deck? I do not. I don't even have... I think I have... Well, maybe I have 1 copy of Toon World. Maybe. But I actually tried farming Pegasus for a while to try and get more of the Toon cards. It just wasn't working. I mean, I was beating him, but I wasn't getting any cards from him. Yeah, Toon World's okay, it's just so easy to deal with now. Especially the fact that when Toon World gets destroyed, all your Toon monsters are trashed. So, it's not so great. Your Legend Wand? Yeah. I've been, as I've said many times before up until this point, I've been treading water. Yeah, I got 6 whole wins. But let me go to the arena thing. Let's see, ranked duels. Yeah, I actually bumped up to gold 3, and then I lost like 4 straight. Yeah. See, this was my day the other day. See, I won, win. Come on. Win, loss, win, and then 4 straight losses, and then a win. And then I just played a random one the other day, and I happened to win. But yeah, I'm basically treading water, just again and again and again. Alright, so what deck do we want to use? Because even the Cypher Soldier deck isn't doing that great. I mean, I made a couple of adjustments to it to make it slightly better, but it's still not, you know, it's not running people over, obviously. It's not really, you know, meant to do that. But I have noticed that a lot of trap-heavy decks are actually still pretty popular, even with Jinzo running around out there. Because everybody's got 2 copies of Jinzo, but, you know, he's a card you just rarely see. I think it's mostly because he, you know, you don't really have a way to special summon him on a regular basis. Dark Crusader, have you heard of it? I have heard of that, yeah. Well, I'm going to look at this deck one more time because there have been so many times where DNA Surgery has been a dead card. So, let me think. Because what I could do... I mean, Cypher Soldier's nice, don't get me wrong. But there have just been so many times that DNA Surgery has just been a dead card for me. But I have to think, what else... I've used a variety of decks. I've used Silent Magician, I've used this one, I've used Masked Heroes. I think those are the three main ones I've been using the last month or so. But there have just been too many times where DNA Surgery has not really helped. So I gotta think, is there something else that I could do to make this a little better? I mean, adding the Witch Raider actually helped. It made the deck a little more versatile, especially with so many traps. So I like using that. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm doing here. God, that's on my eye. That's what I've been doing here. I've got 3 Amazon Swordswomen here. The Sphere Karibo... I can't think of really any other cards. Gotta think, man. I'm open to ideas as far as how to improve this. Because I was thinking about taking this out. The only thing is that there are times where I don't want to use Floodgates. And I don't know. I mean, I was thinking of taking these 2 DNA Surgeries out, maybe adding another wall, and maybe another Paleozoic. No, not Bieber Warrior. No, we're not doing that. I really don't know what to use. Yes, you're very late, Trax. You're extraordinarily late. Anti-magic arrows. That would not make sense in this deck at all. Because, I mean, yeah, the Swordswoman's there, I get it, but that might be the only reason to ever use anti-magic arrows, is with her. I don't generally even need to use her to win. Usually I can just get a Cypher Soldier or a Golem on the field and that's it. Anti-magic arrows, I mean, it would have very limited use in this deck. Very limited. Because this deck is more reactionary than anything. I don't generally attack very much. And if it's with the Swordswoman, a lot of the cards that they would use, like if I've already got Swordswoman on the field, there aren't too many cards out there that they're going to use against it that would immediately cause some problems. And even if they use something like Windstorm, no. Windstorm doesn't make any sense either, because I have no problem keeping monsters on the field. I only have 1 Sphere Karibo, so it doesn't matter. Drowning doesn't make sense either, because I generally, again, once I get monsters on the field, they usually stay there. So Drowning Mirror Force doesn't make sense. I've thought of it before. I thought of Drowning. I actually had 2 Karibos in here. I had the Sphere and I had a regular Karibo because I don't have 2 Spheres. I dumped 1 of the Karibos and added in the Witch Raider. Let me... Trap, normal, continuous. Damage, life points. Take 3,000, no. Your Steam OS lagging? You're using Steam OS? I didn't know Steam had their own operating system. Each time a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard, inflict their hand or damage to your opponent. Crop circles. D-chain. Destruction of Destiny. Doppelganger. You're talking about Widespread Ruin. I'm thinking of more of something that causes damage. not something that destroys monsters. Because in most cases, I actually don't want to destroy their monsters. Because if I keep dumping their monsters, then I'm not going to have any fuel for Lava Golem. So that is kind of antithetical to what I'm trying to do. It just, you know... Let's see, guard mines... Cylinder would be... Well... Yeah, Cylinder I think is too powerful for Duel Links. Because there are so many monsters out there that have high attack, but when you're starting with only 4,000 life points, I mean, they could try to go to one-shot you, and then you could one-shot them back using a single card. For each card sent. Trojan Blast. Activate only when an opponent's card effect shifts control of the monster. No. Type 0 Machine Crusher. No, it's pointless. Well, yeah, there aren't really a lot of traps good for that. There really aren't any burn traps, really, that are worth playing right now. I'm not against possibly adding in a spell card. I mean, I don't have to stay all traps. It doesn't, you know, doesn't really have to do that. Let me see. Burning Land. Dice Phone. Oh, you're talking about Goblin Thief. This one. Mask of the Accursed. I wonder. I don't... Well, I mean, it could... I mean... Mask of the Accursed is actually alright because, one, it does the damage, and two, it basically prevents that particular monster from being able to attack, so it stalls as well as burns a little, although it does take time. It's not terrible. Oh, here we go, we'll play Sparks. I've tried that, and that did not work for me. I don't know why. I've seen it played really well, where they run it with on Weevil with the Parasite, and they'll even use Jade Insect Whistle to get it out faster. And I've seen it work, but when I tried it, I tried it for like 10 duels, and I don't remember really winning any of them. So it just didn't work for me. Well, if we're gonna dump the DNAs, I want to dump them both. So we'll put in one Mask of the Accursed. I wouldn't be against another monster either. I think. Depth Destruction. No, I don't like Yubel either. I actually have a Yubel deck. I don't enjoy playing it. It's so boring. If it's boring for me to play it, I know it's boring for my opponent. I don't even like watching people play Yubel. It's just, it's such a boring deck. Because once you get Yubel out, in a lot of cases, it's usually just passing turn over and over and over again. I don't really have any reason to put back row removal. I really don't. Because again, this deck is not aggressive. It doesn't really attack that much. Ugh, play the queen. Imagine trying to get her off the field. I'm thinking maybe another defensive monster besides the Cypher Soldier. You mean Spike Shield? It's out of the that forest box. It's a mini box where all the Sylvan monsters came in, I think. Rampage of the Forest, I think is what it's called. And it's only a rare. So, but if I remember correctly, there's only like 4 or 5 copies in the whole box, so it might take you a little time. Yeah, Rampage of the Forest. Well, I gotta think of something. I gotta put something in because I can't just sit here with you guys watching and me doing nothing. I gotta do something. I gotta play some matches. I'm just going to put. Let me think. What is a good defense monster with a decent effect? Let me here. Oh, filter. We'll go 4 and 3-star, and then we'll do by. Highest defense. Scar special summon, no. That. Gearbox. That one. If this face up attack position card is destroyed, no. Botanical Lion. Actually, that's not bad. Because he gains 300 for his own effect. So he's basically a 19 attacking, 2000 defending 4-star monster. No, again, guys, you're not understanding me. If I keep destroying their monsters, I will not have any way to get Lava Golem to the field. So destroying their monsters is not always the best thing. If I need to control their monsters, that's why I have cards like Floodgate and Paleozoic. But I don't necessarily want to destroy them. I'm actually thinking this, simply, again, because it's a 19 attacking, 2000 defender, and if you throw something on here with a Spike Shield, that's actually pretty good. Then why get rid of... What do you mean get rid of Lava Golem? I haven't removed him, he's right here. I didn't remove him. Why not get rid of Lava Golem? Why would I want to give them Lava Golem and then get rid of it? That's, I mean, why would I want to destroy a Lava Golem I just gave them? That doesn't make sense. Because again, during their standby phases, they take 1,000. That's the point of Golem. I wouldn't want to destroy him. At worst, I would put him face down if I had no other choice. Like, if all I had was a face down Paleozoic and he had Golem and he was attacking me for the game, then obviously I would have no choice. But I'm going to try this, and we'll just see how it goes. You mean, why not get rid of Lava Golem? Because I actually like Lava Golem. I mean, if I'm running a purely defensive deck, then I'm going to build a completely different deck. Because if I'm going defensive with Spike Shield, then I'm not running Golem, I'm not running Witch Raider, and I'm probably not running Amazon either. In fact, I had a deck like that I wasn't giving Golem. I didn't have it in the deck. And it did okay. It did alright. But let's just run this, and let's see what happens. If it fails, it fails. No big deal. Let's get this win so we can get a useless end ticket. Yay. Alright. Again, Trax, you're assuming that I have these cards. gonna give me some of these cards? I didn't think so. You gonna give me those cards, Nixon? You're more than welcome to.
Duel.
Damn, is she running Holy Guard? Oh, it's dual standby. Okay, never mind. Wasn't Draining Shield with Wall of D? What do you mean? I didn't have a Draining Shield. You tell me, I don't know. Well, I guess you could say that worked out, guys. They're like, I'm not dealing with this. That's funny. I thought for a second that they were running a mirror deck or something very similar, but no, they were running Paleozoics. And as soon as I gave him that golem, and then I put the frickin'... That's funny. I hate to laugh, but that was my rank up duel. That was pretty funny. I'm surprised they gave up that easily. I thought they'd try to play it out. What were they running? Let's take a look. I think they were running, yeah, lots of Paleozoics. Let's see, they got Hallucigena, Pakaya. Oh, okay, maybe not as many. Let's see. Oh, Maneater Bugs. Oh, they were running a mill deck. And I bet one of the face downs was probably the bug and probably a worm. And then once they saw that they, well, I mean, they could have waited for a Witch Raider. But I guess maybe they didn't want to. Because if they would have waited for Witch Raider, then they could have easily gotten rid of my Golem. Maybe they just didn't want to wait. But yeah, this is a mill deck. You gotta leave? Oh, he's still at work. But it's a small miracle. I have 3 wins in a row spanning the last 4 days. Let's keep this gravy train going then. Why not? Luis from Mexico. Life point boost A.
Duel.
We'll start with her face down for now, because I don't want to give away too much. But Nixon, you have to think about what it is that you're suggesting. If I start using something like Flute of Summoning Karibo and Enemy Controller, now I'm playing a completely different deck. Because I would have to rebuild the deck. Because now you're telling me to play at least 2 copies of Flute of Summoning Karibo, at least 2 or 3 copies of various Karibos, and on top of that, playing enemy controllers. So yeah, that's rebuilding an entire deck. That's a different deck. Oh, get in the turn, huh? Okay. Yeah, it's a beast warrior. That's a beast. And that's a warrior. Okay. I'm gonna take a chance and end it and see what happens. I don't think this person knows how to play this deck. Or maybe they do. Yeah, because that's not how you play that card. Yeah, it has to be at the beginning of the damage step, and he used it too late. Or he used it, but then the effect wouldn't have time for it to go into effect. So now he's freaking out, because he's like, how did that not work? Well, it's easy, dude. You did it wrong. Yeah, he misplayed. You can't... Actually, you can't. Yeah, that's what I was... Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's what you meant to say. Yeah, you can't do that. Well, because the thing is, you can activate it, but the timing is not there. Because it says it has to be at the beginning of the damage step. And so, it was already well past that. Yeah, he... I mean, it wouldn't have mattered either way, whether he played it or not. If anything, maybe he should have waited and not played it and just took the damage, and then he could have actually rammed another monster into my Cypher Soldier, but then, since it was already face up, at that point he could have played Super Rush and destroyed it. So at least at that point he would have at least gotten it off the field, but yeah, he didn't quite play that right. Exactly, Trax, he missed the timing. It has to already be face up. But yeah, this felt very much kind of like a... I mean, he's got a lot of good cards, but that right there makes me think that... I don't know, man. That was a very rookie mistake he made. Not only that, but did you all notice he wasn't activating any of the other Fur Hire effects? I thought that was kind of strange. Because as soon as I saw Beat come out, I was like, oh boy, let's hope that, you know, let's hope that my monster survives. Because I didn't want to burn my wall that quickly. But yeah, he didn't get rid of it. Let's see, because he brought out, let's see, he brought out Beat, and then he brought out Recon, right? Let me see. Special summon your field, special summon, target one set spell card. Yeah, he didn't even hit a set spell card. That's strange. He didn't use that effect. And let me see, from your hand. I have to read these because I've never played this deck. I've played against it many times, but since I'm not completely familiar with it. Let's see, for hire, I think all these. Okay, yeah, he missed an opportunity there. He probably could have hit. I mean, he would have hit either my Spike Shield or my wall. Either one of them would have been good to hit. So yeah, he did more than misplay his Super Rush. He also played this guy. So yeah, that's I have to say that's inexperience. Because a Fur Hire player that's played that deck enough times knows exactly how to use the deck. Unless, I don't know. Maybe it's little brother playing. Who knows? I've seen that several times where, you know, somebody will have an account and then the little brother wants to play or the little sister. And so they just hand them the phone and they go and they do rank duels and they do everything wrong. It happens. Okay, this is taking a little long. Oh, that counted as a no-go. But let me see what deck he was running anyway. What would I have run into? Arc Fiends. Oh, okay. Yeah, Arc Fiends with Dark World. That would have been a... Oh, and he had 2 Trinades. That would have sucked. That would have been a very interesting duel. I think he may have had the upper hand in this duel. If he started out with a half-decent hand. He's got a lot of tribute monsters. Show me the gold decks. What do you mean? That's Felipe. I didn't get to duel him, so... Oh well. Let's go again. After this one, we'll maybe... y'all want to open up a duel room or something? Get some duels going? And if you want, we can play meta decks, if you want. Or your regular decks that you play in ranked. Oh no, I'm facing somebody from Japan. Yeah, gold is hard right now because, again, the season just restarted. So all the people just got downshifted, you know, from platinum. So it's kind of like the first week in a new season is, it may say gold or platinum or whatever as your rank or as their rank, but you're really playing somebody higher than that. Well, that's an interesting start. I kind of want to go aggressive. Let's see. Oh, okay, Mark of the Dragonhead. Okay, so he's playing some Stardust here. It's actually not a bad start. Got rid of his Junk Synchron. Let's just keep going through his deck here. Wow, is he bricking? You think he's bricking? Because that's both Junk Synchrons gone. Because he gets 2 from that effect. Oh, Ancient Rules. Okay, this is actually not terrible. I'll let him bring a big monster out. Oh, it's Blue Eyes. Interesting. Okay. Here, he hit that, so I might as well activate it. Get the 200 on him. I'm gonna chain. Another Blue Eyes. Okay. Again, not terrible. Oh, man. If only I had a spike down. I kind of want to Sphere Curbo this to give myself another turn. Yeah, let me Sphere this. Because at the very least, I can smack him for 1,000. Oh my god. Are you serious? It's a turn late, but it's still gonna come in useful here. Okay, so we're gonna set that. I'm gonna hit for 1,000. Okay. Let's see what he does here now. I kind of want to let that go so he takes the 15. Because it's not worth burning my wall and my spike on him, although that may actually win me the duel anyway. Think I should do that? Screw it, we're going for it. I'm going to do this, I'm going to take him down to 8, and then he's going to take 2. And then I'm going to spike my own. Oh no, I screwed up. I screwed up! This is not good. I seriously screwed up. I did the math wrong. I'm an idiot. I should lose now for this. Yeah, I should lose. I screwed up. I'll put that on there for now, because that's really all I can do, because I screwed up. I should have just let him hit it. He would have taken 15, I would have still had both my traps. You see, even though I'm wholly familiar with my deck, even people who are very familiar with their deck like myself can still do a misplay. And I screwed up big time there. All I can hope for is a spike now. Holy Christ, that's amazing. That's if he doesn't destroy it. The card's treated as a tuner. Oh, but it has to be Gemini. Okay. How did I know it was going to be that stupid card? Now he's going to burn my face down. Times like these, I wish I played Blast with Chain. So now he should hit with this, and then attack for the 18. If he's smart. No! Wow! Okay, so I'm not taking damage here. But I'm still in a massive amount of trouble. Because I screwed up. That's actually not a terrible draw right now. If he's got another monster next turn, though, I'm dead. If he draws a monster, I'm dead. If he draws a summonable monster, I'm dead. Wow, he didn't attack. Okay. I guess he figured it was over anyway. I got away with one there. I screwed up majorly. I got away with that. I got very lucky on that one. So let's see, one win. That wasn't awesome. That was awesomely bad on my part. I misplayed so bad that one turn. I was like, and because it was weird. It was like I kept thinking of it in my head. I'm like, yeah, that should work, right? And then as soon as I start activating, I was like, wait, that's not gonna work. So how many wins in a row did I get? One. That doesn't count because it didn't even start. 1, 2, 3. 3 whole wins in a row. Wow. I guess it's better than nothing. God, it's so bad, though, in that last one. I got lucky. I top-decked the hell out of that Lava Golem. That was probably the best card that I could have gotten right there. Either Lava Golem or a Wall. And I guess technically, let me see it. I already burned a Wall. I had 2 Golems in the deck, and I had 2 Walls, and I guess I had a pretty decent chance of playing something. But yeah, that was kind of insane, man. I got really lucky there. Oops, wrong one. Duel room! Because you fools like to go into rooms with people you don't know. You shouldn't do that. Anyways, let me create the duel room here. Room capacity. 500 million. Entry conditions. I always click this and forget. Silver rank and above. Yeah, I don't want to put that. We'll just bring anybody in. Hey, Salty. You just missed it, man. I actually just won 3 duels in a row. It's kind of amazing. One of them, I got them to surrender, what was it, turn 3? They surrendered like turn 3 or 4. And then this last one, I made a massive mistake. I mean, a huge mistake. And I still managed to win. I made a mistake so bad that I was like, I'm going to lose. I know I'm going to lose. If I don't lose, that it would have been a small miracle, and that's exactly what it was. Alright, let me get you all a room number. Again, since it's Monday, I guess we'll kind of keep into the whole spirit of Meta Monday, and if you want to bring your meta decks, go right ahead. I'll probably play some meta decks too. I'll play like... well, I won't tell you. I won't tell you exactly what I'm playing. How about that? Although some of you who watch me enough know probably which decks I'm going to play. But actually, I'll start with a non-meta deck first. I'll just play with a deck that's fairly tough.
I believe in my cards.
Team 5Ds all the way.
I actually don't have all the cards for Kawaki's. And that's one of the decks I know y'all are probably going to bring in the room. And I don't know. I just find it boring to play against. I mean, you can bring it, obviously. I just find it boring. Because that's the rule with Meta Mondays. When we were doing Meta Mondays more consistently, that was the rule. I was like, okay, Meta Monday means you can bring any deck. And that means... and because there are certain decks, like on the weekends, we always play just fun decks. There used to be people who would bring in like stall decks on the weekends, and I'm like, dude, that's not good times. Like, but it wins. I'm like, I don't care. It's boring to watch. You know, and that's how Meta Monday came to be, because everybody was like, well, we want a day where we can play just any deck. And I was like, all right, fine. So we'll do it on Mondays. And then Dre, one of our oldest watchers, he was like, yeah, call it Meta Monday. I was like, all right, we'll do that. So yeah, Meta Monday, even though some of the decks, like, you know, like the stall decks and stuff like that are a bit boring, we allow them. You know, like if you wanted to play Yubel today, fine. You know.
Duel.
This is an interesting starting hand for me. Gee, I wonder what his face-down monster is. Level modulation. Can't use my Galaxy yet, so we're gonna do this. I'm going to assume that's an Ojima. It is. Hooray! I've got a 19 attacker there. So if he brings another Ojima, I've got a 19 attacking Jasmine. It's Jasmine on steroids. Salty says, the cards are on your side. They actually were in that last duel, because the one card that I really, really could have only gotten to recover from was a lava golem, and I top decked it. You hate the the Ojima deck. It's kind of weird, I guess. Ooh. Darn, this would be beautiful if I had one of those newer that new 4-star synchro. Here, we'll just this is all I can do. I don't have an aroma garden that I can bring out, obviously, so I'll just do that. Well, Ojimas, I mean, they're a fun deck. It's just that sometimes they can be a real pain in the butt to organize and to get going. Like, I think it was somebody on my friends list. I think it was Shredder. He played an Ojima deck, and he played it really well. He did a really good job with it. I wish I could actually go find it and look at it again. But it was a pretty amazing Ojima deck. I put up a fight, but he still beat me. Oh, I guess you bricked, huh? Darn. I always lose, don't get good cards. It happens, it happens. Let's see, who else is in the room? I think Trax is in here, probably. Oh, Blascabar is in here. Okay, fine. Well, let me switch to a different deck, and I'll play Blascabar real quick. 5 gems. Wait a minute. Oh, let me check something here. Obtain a card from the card. Oh, and then I get 10 gems. Let me go. Let me go to the card trader real quick and get a a card from him. I don't need any cards from him, but I'll just get whatever. Yeah, sure, I'll get that. Go get my whole 1,000 gold and my whole 10 gems. Okay, so now I gotta think, who should I use? Oh, well, no, I don't really want to use... I really don't know who to use against Bluscobar, because I know Bluscobar is going to bring a tough meta deck. Meta Mondays, he's like, oh, I'm bringing it. He's like, you're getting no mercy. So let's just try this. This deck still loses a lot, too. Again, because I'm missing a card. At least one card I'm missing. Alright, Bluscobar. That's what you should call yourself, Bluscobar, like for winter. Blesco and then B-U-R-R-R-R. Oh, and after this match, I've been meaning to set it up, and I'd been trying to get all the little parts to it back together again. But after this match, I'll show you all a little something. In fact, I may actually even just set it up right here with y'all on stream. Just so I can, because again, it's one of those things where I keep meaning to do it, but I keep putting it off, just because there's always a little something else that I have to do. But if I just say, okay, we're going to do it right now, then I'll get it done. So after this match, let's see if we can just go and get it done.
Duel!
Ooh. Silent Magician. This is not good. Not good at all. And I know what y'all may be thinking. You're like, well, just do this, and then you can bring that up and then use that. No, I can't. Because in order to even activate that, I still have to pay the cost, which is discard. So I would still have to dump a monster. I don't think I can win. Based on this starting hand and what he has, I don't think I can win. So we'll just throw it away here. Look, see, I still have to pay the cost, which is that, and then he's just going to negate it. Holy crap, you let it go. It's amazing. Ah! Well, now I don't know what to do. Here, I'll actually set this. I don't think I ran enough traps in this deck for this to be effective again. Excuse me. When you finish, I build one no meta deck to finish, but you will beat me. Oh, okay. He's saying he wants to build a meta deck and then try one. Okay, that's fine. I think here. I'm just gonna burn it. Because he's gonna get rid of my Anki one way or the other. So, let's just get the damage that we can here. Now he's gonna... Well, what I would do is I'd remove, grab a regular Silent Magician, and actually get rid of one of these unless I have something in my hand that I can immediately dump. Because the regular Silent Magician would have gotten rid of Decider. Ah, that's how he gets rid of it. There goes Decider. I didn't get the best starting hand. I've had this Witch Raider in my hand since turn 1. Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. I can't win. Yeah, I was pushing to try to do what I could. I mean, from turn 1, I knew I was going to lose. But I was just like, let me just see how much I can get into it. But there we go. That was it. That was as far as it went. Alright, let's see. Who else is there to use?
Stay out of the waters.
This one's kind of fun. It's not a meta deck.
Made sure you're the one who's extinct.
Well, I guess we're playing Nixon again. Okay, ain't nobody come to the duel room. Yeah, from turn 1, I didn't have it. Because I started with 2 spell cards, and I started with a Witch Raider too. So the Witch Raider sat in my hand the entire game. And I was like, oh crap. Now, if I would have drawn a couple of traps with that Witch Raider, then I could have maybe done something with it. But then again, I probably would have held the traps to fight off the Silent Magicians.
Duel.
I do not like starting with 2 Hydra Geddons. It's bad. If I draw another Hydrogeddon, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, no Hydrogeddon. Okay, good. That's fine. That was a good pick. Ah, freaking wall. Oh, it got rid of it still. I guess that's actually good. Let's see, is he gonna get rid of my Salamandra? I'm still gonna activate my Hydro Gallon though. So I'm still gonna get some damage out of this. And dumping the Salamandra is actually good, because that's one less monster on the field that has a weakened attack. So that's not terrible. Hydrogeddon's a bit of a liability now. Sorry, I dropped a little cap there. I'm gonna leave this in attack, and let's see. Watch it be another Grave Squirmer. Oh no, it's a Karibo. Okay, well, turn's over. At the very least, he can bring his wing. He can throw another winged out there. There you go. Yeah, it's gonna buy him another turn. Oh my god, all three Karibos. Get out of here. Okay, well at least we know he doesn't have any more. At least none of the winged Karibos. he may still have some others in there. He may still have some spheres. And regular Karibos. Oh, DD Warrior. Pretty good. But I think I still got him here. You staving me off the whole time. Frickin' wing Karibos. That's funny. For those of you who are not in the duel room and would like to partake, there's our room number. There's only a few of us in here. It's not very, And since, like I said earlier, it's Meta Monday, so if you happen to duel in the duel room, you can use any deck you want. It doesn't have to be a meta. But just know if you come into the duel room and you duel one of us, there's a chance you're going to run into a meta deck. So keep that in mind. You know, I kind of like that Dino deck. I'm going to run it real quick in ranked and see what happens. Do you think I should run it in ranked, or should I just go back to the other deck I was using? I'm kind of tempted. But I think the next duel is my rank up. So yeah, let's just go with what we know is working.
That I shall defeat this.
Let's see if I can get this rank up duel. I think it's... What, is it? Yeah, I've gotten 3 straight wins. So this should be my rank up, I believe. I think. Well, no, wait, maybe it's not. Oh, that's right, because the first match I did was my rank up from Gold 2 to Gold 3. So yeah, this may not be rank up. Maybe one match short. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Then he really doesn't want to lose. So if I win, I'll hit Gold 4, and if he loses, he'll hit Gold 4. All right. He's playing Merrick. What ability was he using? Shadow Game. Oh, burn, huh? All right, all right. Skull, that actually plays into my hand a little. So let's see if we can take full advantage of this. Or he could, since he's running Skull Invitation, he may be running Monster Destroy, like Man-Eater bugs and stuff like that. I'm gonna wait. I think he might be playing Golem too, so I'm not gonna put another monster down there. And I've got both of my Golems, so let me see if I can get him to. Yeah, it could be a mill deck too. Who knows? We'll see. I'll see if I can get him to put another monster down. Otherwise, this is gonna be a really boring match. Let's see, wall. Let me think. I could get the Witch Raider out right now, but again. It'll get rid of this. Let's wait. I'll just keep passing. One of us is going to make a mistake at some point. And I have a feeling if he's running Golems, he's already got it. Another wall. Let me see if I can get him to put one more backfield. Because then what I'll do is I'll set my flood, or I'll set both of my traps. I'll actually get rid of my monster and one of the other traps. That's actually good. We'll throw that down there right now. We're already at turn 11, man, when nothing's happened. This is what happens when you get a sort of burn defensive deck versus that. He really doesn't want to put another monster down there. And I really don't want to stick another monster out there, because again, I have a feeling he's got Golem. And if he has Golem, that's going to suck. Or actually, I could get him to give me Golem, and then I could always tribute the Witch Raider for it, but... Let's see, hold on, we've got a wall, a Paleozoic... Well, somebody's going to have to get aggressive here. So we're going to do Paleozoic, and I'm going to do my Lion. Yes. See, is he going to put it down? Offerings to the Doomed. Okay. That may actually draw him into doing something. Ugh, we're just going back and forth now. He's just gonna wait it out. I may actually end up having to hit his face down. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep dying from Shadow Game. I could flood a Golem if he gives it to me. We'll let it go. Let me see what he's got down there. It's a worm, huh? Yeah, it is a mill deck. Well, I'm gonna have to start getting aggressive. Because he's just gonna keep running Shadow Game and stalling. Oh, wow. That's kind of amazing. Spike, thank you. He may have a floodgate. Nope. he's going to take at least 1,000 here. He may have offerings to the doomed. He already used it once. Wonder if he's going to try to use it against that. No, he's going to eat it. Oh, don't disconnect us. Come on. This has been we've been going at it now for a little bit. Let us finish this. Win or loss, I just want to see what happens now. Oh, come on. We get that invested into that match. That sucks. I really thought I had him there. Because once I gave him the golem, I kind of figured he had no way to get rid of it. So he was going to start eating a whole bunch more damage. Ugh. I guess a win's a win, right? We get a little ticket, and we're going to get 10 gems out of that. I'm going to get my gems. Come on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's when it paused like that. At first, I thought maybe he's got another offerings to the Doom to get rid of it, which would have helped, but it would have made the match much closer because he was going to eat that 1,000 damage no matter what. Because once Lava Golem's effect is on the chain, it's going to resolve. It doesn't have to stay on the field for it to actually resolve. What he could have done though is he could have changed the chaining effect, or the timing of the activations on the little auto thing, you know, auto off on all it. He could have changed it, and then during his draw phase, activate offerings to the doomed. So then it would not have had a chance to go to the standby phase, where Golem's effect would have activated. So that was interesting. But I guess that deck, facing a deck like that is kind of 1 in a million. It makes me think, though, if I want to run just a completely defensive deck, that Shadow Game seems interesting. I don't think I have Shadow Game on Merrick.
Very well. Let us begin.
Someone used... You missed it. I played against a Fur Hire deck earlier, and they misplayed twice. Let me check Merrick. Did he... I don't think I have Shadow Game with him, do I? Nah, I don't have it yet. Darn. At the end of their respective turn, each player will lose life points equal to 100 times the number of cards in their own graveyard. That's interesting. It is good for mill decks, because obviously you're going to be dumping a lot of their cards into the graveyard, and then you've got Shadow Game going. So, what I was thinking is that if I wanted to, instead of playing this deck on Odeon, using that ability that I use, that Chain Destruction, I could run it on Merrick, and then over time, since I'm gonna, I mean, the whole idea of the deck usually is, one, I'm going to get you to cause yourself damage, and so eventually you're going to have to start dumping cards in the graveyard, or I'm going to dump them in the graveyard for you with cards like Lava Golem. And if I'm able to stall them out long enough, that effect ramps up more and more and more. So I don't know. Well, I'm trying to think of an interesting deck besides that. I guess Mill would really be the best deck to run with that ability. Well, it's not about moving on, Callum. I mean, the Fur Hires now, after all the adjustments and the bans and stuff, they're kind of like Arrow Mage, they're kind of like Sylvans, in the sense that they can still be an effective deck. You can still play them. And they still work fairly well. They're just not the dominating force that they were. Like, when Sylvans, you know, were the big thing and they didn't have any limitations or anything. They were just eating everybody alive. Same thing with fur hires. They, you know, I wouldn't say they were eating everybody alive, but they were definitely a top tier deck. So, you know, I guess it's not really about moving on. Maybe, or for all we know, maybe those are the only cards they really have. Because, I mean, if you are new to the game and you were looking to go into a box where you could quickly put together a deck that could be at least somewhat competitive, Fur Hires actually wouldn't be a bad place to start. I would probably go Sylvan or Arrow Mage, simply because the Arrow Mage are so easy to get. Let me see. Nixon says, one more duel, I want to use Neospatians and Elemental Hero deck. Hey, I'll tell you what. If you use that deck, I will use that funky deck that I made for Jaden the other day.
Destiny heroes.
Let me see.
Want a duel?
Yeah, this is it.
Let's get our game on.
Or I'll use this one. This is kind of an interesting deck. This is that deck we threw together in like 20 minutes the other day on stream. And it actually did okay in the auto duels. In other duels, not so much. I think I only played it like 2 other times in non-auto duels. You exhausted the entire box that gives Cyclone. Would that be Galaxy Cyclone? Double Cyclone? Cosmic Cyclone?
Duel.
This is not what you think it is. So calm down. This is actually kind of a bad hand. This is not the monster I would want to start with. So I'm playing defensive from the start. Put that down. Galaxy? Okay. Oh, are you serious? Already, Polly? Yeah, I started with a bad hand, so yeah, this is gonna hurt. He can't attack directly, if I remember correctly, though. Yeah, that's the only upside to that. He can't attack directly. Are you serious, man? I'm bricking here. And the other day, this deck actually didn't brick that bad at all. Now I'm bricking. Can't draw a frickin' monster. I'm gonna actually hold that. This is not gonna do me any good right now. That's a little better actually now. Now I can do this. Yep, that was a good move. No, I got him to burn both of his walls. That's the only good thing about all that. I got him to burn both his walls. I gotta remember how this thing works. Oh, it's only if the attack is higher. Okay. And it's only when they actually attack. Okay. That makes sense. This is kind of an interesting match. Now I got that thing all the way down to 250. Oh, come on. Give me a monster. Couldn't draw a frickin' monster. Come on. It's actually a good one, because then if I were you, I would dump both of these, bring out the Neos. That's what I would do, but... Ooh, ooh, you're gonna bring this guy, huh? I may regret this, but I'm gonna do it. I was kind of just gonna let it happen. Ugh, probably should have waited. Because I'm basically top decking because I can't use this frickin' card in my hand. Finally get rid of this thing. But I think it gets an effect, doesn't it? From your hand, deck, or graveyard, yeah. Actually, not the worst thing in the world. Because if I would have hit his Necro Shade, then he would have been able to retrieve from the graveyard, I think it is. Ugh! That stinks. So I'm gonna take 20... Is it? No? Yeah. Oh. I'm taking 3,000. Ouch. Well, this Witch Raider has caused more problems. I guess I can't... Well, I only have one option. I have to hit this thing. And now I'm gonna lose. Because Witch Raider stayed in my hand the entire match. And there was nothing I could do to bring the dang thing out. Well, you made a mistake there. I mean, not that it mattered. Yeah, Vision Hero Witch Raider. It's stuck in my hand the entire freaking match. I started with it, and I couldn't get the dang thing out. Could not get it out. But yeah, this is that deck that we made live on the stream. And it's kind of neat. Obviously, if I wanted to make it a little more competitive, we could change some cards out. But yeah, this is the stuff I just kind of threw in it. And it's got a lot of traps, obviously. But that Witch Raider, man, oh my god, it stayed in my hand the entire time. But yeah, the whole idea kind of started because somebody asked about Bubble Man, and I was like, well, let's just throw him in a deck and build something. So we built this. I could actually probably take that out, because Bubble Man wasn't helping me at all. Let me think. It would have to be another... I'd want it to be another water monster. Let me see. No, hold on. Not what we're doing. Let's see, we're doing... What is it? Water. What is it? Nope, wrong thing. Here we are. Water. Okay. Because this was a fun deck, Callum. This wasn't meant to be. It was just... Again, this was something we just threw together on the stream in like 20 minutes. It was just a silly idea. They were like, oh, let's just see what it does. And it did okay. But obviously there were times like the one monster that stayed in my hand the whole time. Couldn't get the dang thing out. Let me see. Let me try. Let's search more heroes. Yeah, there aren't a lot of water heroes. I could go heavy fire because I've got the fire guy in there too. So if I want to, I could go with these. Or just add third ones or whatever. Here, in fact, let me go to the filter. Where's fire? Yeah, that guy's for if I'm running polys, I believe. Yeah, one polymerization. Yeah. But then the others, it's just kind of, yeah. This was just a fun deck thrown together. It didn't work. It didn't work. It's not good competitively, but interestingly enough, it works really well when I'm auto-dueling. Alright, let's see. What else can we go to? Let's go to this guy.
You'll learn what it takes to be a pro.
Oh, come on! There's nobody else in here. Oh, y'all running away? Well, I can tell you how you won against me, Nixon. The deck I played with you with was terrible. It's a bad deck. I've told you again and again. We built it in 20 minutes, live on stream, just to see what we could do with Bubble Man. That's how you won. I mean, your deck's not bad. I'm not going to knock you. I mean, you won fair and square, but, you know, still. If you're wondering why. Well, you did. I'm not saying that it doesn't count. I'm not going to say that. That's stupid. Doesn't matter what deck I play with. If I win with it, great. If I lose with it, then I lose. Are you going to use Vylon's Synchro card? I have no idea. I have it. I got it. In fact, we were talking about building that Vylon deck. You want to build a Vylon deck? Well, here's the first question then. If we're going to build Vylons, what ability are we going to use with it? Because I honestly don't really... I know Vylons use a lot of equip cards. Vylons use a lot of equips. So... And I've got a lot of the other Vylon cards. So that's why I'm thinking, well, we could probably throw it together. I just don't know exactly how they work. So... What would be a good ability? In fact, here, we'll go to the ability list. And let's see, skills list. Let me just kind of look through them and see what would be good. Bluff Trap, Blessing, Cyber Angel, no. Card Sanctity, Card Shuffle, no. Chain Reaction. Check out my fusions, check out my ride. Cyber Energy Amplified. Yeah, I guess we could run it... What's his name in Leo? Where is Leo? There he is. Equipment Exchange. What's this? Can be used if your life points are at 3,000 or below. Return one equipped spell card from your hand to the bottom of your deck and draw one card. That's like a card trader. I'm looking for Leo again. I'm just looking for his picture. And if I remember correctly, I actually don't even have a Power Tool Dragon. The only way I'd be able to get it would be if I were using it with Leo. And then at that, I would probably... Because here's the deal. Is I want to run just straight Vylon. I don't want it to really depend too much on another card type. I just want to run Vylon. That's it. Again, it doesn't have to be a massive, amazing, gonna win every time deck. I just want it to be Vylons. And the whole deal is which of these would actually somewhat assist them. I mean, Tie That Binds can go pretty much with any deck. So that's one we can keep in mind. Spell Specialist, Sorcery Conduit, Silent as Water, Restart, no. Reinforcements, no. There's the Wind. And they're all light monsters, right? If I remember correctly, the violins are lights. Yeah, I know they're machines, but he doesn't really boost just machines. He boosts the gear golems. He doesn't really boost just machines in general. Mind Scan can go on pretty much any deck. Money's Fire, Middle Age Mechs. Yeah, this is all... Yeah, it's just ancient gear stuff. Master of Rites. Well, I could... Okay, Tie That Binds can go on pretty much any deck. Mind Scan can go with most decks. Level Reduction, Level Duplication, these would actually be okay, because they do run Synchro. They do have some Synchros in them. So, any of those would be okay. Well, let's I'll tell you what, let's, I have to decide. Oh, look. Is it reset time already? It sure is. I'm gonna get my quick free 10. I'm not gonna get anything, but all junk. Okay, so let's just put it on. Let's see, who runs Tie That Binds? Is it Yugi?
I will destroy.
Well, a few people do. So, let's see. But Yugi's probably the most obvious.
Let's see you get past this.
Ow. I don't even know what deck this is. What is this? Yeah, Jaden runs Tie That Binds. Oh, well, this is an empty one, so we'll just use this. Okay, so Tie That Binds. Alright, and we're going for Vylons. Actually, we'll just leave it there, and we'll just put, we'll just do Search Vylons. Alright. Vylon Delta, Vylon Sigma. They're both 7-star. Well, who's our tuner? Well, there's the tuner right here. Well, there's one tuner. Okay, we have a second tuner, good. So, Vylon Cube would be best to bring out the 7 stars. I think that's it, just the 2 tuners, right? Oh, 3 tuners. Oh, wow, okay, so they've got 3 tuners. Let's see, if this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can pay 500 life points to target one face-up monster you control. Equip this card to that target. At the end of the damage step, if the equipped monster battle an opponent's monster, destroy the opponent's monster. So that's actually a pretty good card. I've only got one of them, though. Curse of the Grid, okay. For the Synchro Summon of a Light monster, you can add one equipped spell card from your deck to your hand. Let's see, where are the... Are there any big guns in here? Not really. Well, it looks like most of these depend on... This card is normal summon target one equipped spell card in your graveyard, banish that target, and if you do, add it to your hand during your next standby phase. That's pretty nice. We're going to throw that in there. Vylon Stigma. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can target one face-up Vylon equip card you control and one appropriate face-up monster. Equip the first target to the second target. There aren't really that many strong Vylon cards. It's kind of a bummer. Well, I said we were going to build a Vylon deck, so we're just going to figure something out. Let me see what this thing does. Oh, this is a Union. Oof. Once per turn, you can either target one face-up Vylon monster or equip card. Okay. While equipped with this effect, if this equipped monster destroys an opponent's opponent for battle, you can target one level 4 or lower Vylon monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. A monster can only be equipped with one Union monster at a time. Blah, blah. And this doesn't have any searching either. Well, let's check. Let's check the spell cards too. Let me double check the filter. Make sure. Did I click anything? Nope. And nope. Let's check the spell cards too. Equip only to a violent monster if it attacks a defense position monster. Inflict piercing battle damage. This face-up card on the field is sent to the graveyard. You can add one violent spell card from your deck to your hand. Violent element. When any face-up violent equipped card you control is destroyed, except during the damage step. Sucks. You can special summon an equal or lower number of violent tuner monsters from your deck. They cannot be used as synchro material monsters, except for the synchro summon of a violent synchro monster. Not good. Violent filament. Equip only to a violent monster. If the equipped monster attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell trap cards until the end of the damage step. This face-up card on the field is sent to the graveyard. You can add one violent spell card from your deck to your hand. These are... I'm not crazy about them. Violent matter. Okay, we're gonna put one violent matter. Because at this point we have to start throwing something in the deck, or else it's gonna get... This is just not looking as good as I hoped it would. Target one violent monster. Target any number of violent monster cards you control that are equipped cards. Special summon them in face of a defense position. Banish them when they leave the field. Crap. I can see why most of these are all of these cards, with the exception of this, are all rares and normals. Okay, I'm lying. This one too. That's super rare also. Yeah, I thought they would be a little stronger too. But yeah, this archetype is just not... I don't know. I mean, like I said, we're going to build it. I may actually have to mix it. I wanted to, like I said earlier, I wanted to do straight Violon, but I might have to mix it now because some of these cards are pretty crap. Man. Okay, so we got 3 tuners. They're all 3-star too. This has turned into a real pain in the ass, huh? Yeah, this is Violins are just not that, they just don't have a lot of big support. I mean, there's enough cards to make a deck. But the spell cards are just crap. Man, these are just terrible. Now I can see why nobody has tried playing Violons. I really thought it would be better than this. Charger. Well, I guess at this point we'll run this and let me see, hold on. So we got 3-star, 3-star, 3-star. I threw in a 2-star. So we're basically looking at 6- and 7-star synchros. So let me go here and we'll look at just 6- and 7-star synchro monsters that are easily summonable. Oops, wrong one. Ancient Fairy Dragon. Let's see. Master Gunity, can't bring that guy. Can't bring that guy. Can bring this one. Can bring the Lightning Warrior. We're gonna have to throw Ancient Fairy Dragon in there simply because, yeah. Did I click the wrong ones? I clicked 8, didn't I? Yeah, I clicked 8. There we go. We'll do that. Okay, so now we got 6-star. Not that one. Not that one. I've only really got one 6-star monster that, well, I could throw this in there. In fact, that would probably be better than having the Ancient Fairy in there since I'd never use it. Or we'd never really get much from it. Here, we'll do this and this. Man, Gustos are way better than this deck type. Gustos work. They're fun too. They're really fun to play. I don't know about this one though. Mystery deck. I'm not going to battle anybody with this thing. I'm not battling any of y'all with this. This is that bad a deck. It's just not good. I'll just do that. There you go. There's the Vylon deck. Leave me alone about it now. I'm just kidding. Man, yeah, that's pretty weak, man. Are there any other Vylon cards that maybe I just don't have? I mean, because I imagine there's probably at least one ultra rare, right? There has to be. Let's see. We'll just do a broad search here for Vylons. And I'm sure there are some that I don't have. Nope, I have them all. Except one. Okay, hold on. There's this one, Vylon Epsilon. And that is an 8-star. Which is not bad, but that's it. That's all the Vylon monsters. I only don't have this one. How do I... This is out of a box, right? Power Bravery. Yeah, they're just a fairly weak archetype at this point. And I'm not about to go dig in that box for this one card that I'm not going to use in anything else. Man, that's terrible. Okay,
I must hone my
who was I going to
skills
use?
and become a better duelist.
Let's see, I don't really know who I was going to use. Well, let's just use Odium.
I pledge my word that I shall defeat this worthless opponent.
Time is it now? Almost 12:30. Almost lunchtime. You gotta de-spell and Vyloning? Vyloning sounds like something that people used to do in the in like 2012. Almost like owling and planking. When everybody was doing all those weird things. When they would just stand there and just like do this to people as they walk by, and everybody's like, "What the hell are they doing?" Come on, Nixon, where are you, man? I'm waiting. Come on, chop chop. Lunchtime, man. Recopy a deck. Ah, are you net decking? Get out of here with your net decking, sir. Mr. Net Decker. 18 tweets. What the hell did I miss? For skill? Come on, man. Viewers are waiting. People are getting bored. People are leaving. If you were a comedian and we were at a comedy show, we'd be walking out.
Very well. Let us begin.
Nope, sorry, everybody already left. They already booed you off the stage. Boo! Okay, we'll do one more and then I'm gonna go and make some lunch. This is actually our second show of the day. The first one was like an hour and 40 minutes, and this one is almost 2 hours. So it's a long stream, man. And then I still want to do one more video. Not a stream, I want to make a video too. So there's a lot of stuff I need to get done today.
Duel!
Well, that's a pretty crappy starting hand. Well, boys and girls, this is not the way to start a duel. This is what we call a brick. More Karibos. Kaiba guy. I remember the first time I saw Kaiba Man. If I'm not mistaken, this came out of one of the... it first came out of one of the video games. And I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, that's gotta be a meme. But nope, it was a real card, and I was like, oh god. Good game, sir. Your blue eyes, it has turned its back on you. It's like, no. That was worse. Yeah, see, the other deck you played was kind of eh. I'm not talking down to you, dude. Just saying. You know, all things being equal, when you build a deck that you feel confident in, and I play a deck that I feel confident in. But I saw what you were doing. I saw you were going for the Kaiba stuff. Do you have... Let me ask you this. Do you have the... did you buy that dragon deck? With all the blue eye support? I actually never did. I never bought it. But I mean, that's still a pretty good deck. I think they said that it dropped out of tier. It's not even tier 3 anymore, but it's still a good deck. Let's see, decks. Here we go. Yeah, oh, is it this one? The white dragon thingy? Yeah, this is it, with all the dragon spirit stuff, yeah. I actually thought about getting it simply because of the Cosmo Brain. Oh, you collect the cards, man. But yeah, I thought about getting it because of the Cosmo Brain. And I was actually thinking about just dropping the $4 on it because I didn't want to drop 1,000 gems. I might still get it. But a lot of these cards I already have, though. Got 6 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those, none of those. But yeah, there's a few cards in here that are okay. Orc Fiend. It's got some interesting stuff in here, though. I have not seen anybody bring this thing out. This card is normal or special summon. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and negate its effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can shuffle this card from the field into the deck, and if you do, special summon one Blue Eyes Red Dragon from your deck. You can only use each effect of Blue Eyes Solid Dragon once per turn. Don't feel bad, Nixon. We have another show coming tomorrow. Oh, man, dude, I completely forgot to tell you guys. I meant to tell you all after I dueled Bleskabar, I think it was, and I completely forgot. It's another... I wanted to start another giveaway, and I've been talking about this thing forever. What do y'all think? This a good item to give away? I know that, unfortunately, my filters are freaking out right now. Because, look, it's starting to go see-through. Because of my filters. But yeah, that's kind of it. I'm sure y'all can sort of see it. In case you can't, this is a tablet. And it's a tablet that I've actually had for a number of years. And I used it, and I'm very, very careful with my electronics. And I took really good care of it. It still works beautifully. Still hold a charge, all that other good stuff. And I got another tablet, where it's kind of like a tablet laptop sort of thing. And so I have no use for this tablet anymore. But it still works, and it still works great. And it plays Duel Links and everything. And I was thinking, I was like, what should I do with this? And I was like, I want to do a giveaway. And yes, a straight up giveaway. The only bad thing is that because of shipping costs and all that stuff, I can't do it worldwide. Because, I mean, this thing isn't terribly heavy. It's a couple pounds. But even when shipping to other countries, and I've done it before, I gotta tell you, it gets really, really expensive. So I can't really afford to send this overseas. But I definitely want to hold this giveaway and give this thing away to my American viewers, if possible. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do after this stream is over here in the next couple of minutes, is I want to give this thing away. And I gotta tell you, I've played Duel Links on a phone. I have a phone here. I don't ever really use it. But here, here. This is my phone. I don't ever really use it. It's still useful because I can use the Wi-Fi with it. I've played Duel Links on this thing. I don't know how you all do it. I really don't. Because I played Duel Links on it for maybe 30 minutes and I was like, I can't do this anymore. But this thing, it's a 10.1-inch tablet, and it's much larger than a phone. And this thing is actually really nice to play Duel Links on. Move to America. Shut up. But anyways, yeah, I want to get this going right now because again, if I forget, I'm just gonna keep putting it off. And you know, I kept saying even before Christmas, I think it was, or maybe it was right before Christmas. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give this thing away. But the thing is that if I give this thing away, because you can still buy this tablet, it's I think I paid $200 for it when it came out, but you can still buy this tablet for like $150. Obviously, the price has come down a little. But yeah, it's still a perfectly fine working tablet. And if I'm going to give this thing away, I want to make it worth it. And so I'm trying to think, how exactly should I do that? But the thing is, obviously, if I give it away, I want to do it on Gleam. I don't know if y'all have heard of Gleam. It's one of those giveaway websites where it lets you set up your own giveaway and you can share it and all that stuff. But the question is, how long do I want to put it for? I'm not going to do it for like 2 weeks because that's too short. I want to do it. I thought about having a floating end date, and what I mean by that is I only want the giveaway to end when I reach a certain number of subscriptions. But that could take a long time. I'm not going for some crazy number like 10,000 subs. That's stupid. But I was thinking somewhere along the lines of maybe 1,100, 1,200 subs, which is doable. It's definitely doable. Yeah, I mean, do you think we should do it like that? It should be like a floating end date, and then once I hit 1,200 subs, then just end it like that. Like that'll be the last day. Like once we hit 1,200, then I'll give until the end of the day. And then the next day we pick the winner, and then we send it off to whomever is lucky enough to get picked. And I wouldn't do the picking; the machine would do the picking, so I would have nothing to do with it. But what do y'all think? Do you think that's a good idea? And do you think 1,200 subs on YouTube is reasonable? Because I'm at what, 715? I gotta look again. Hold on. Yeah, it's 715 right now. And the reason I'm kind of tying it in with subs is obviously I'd like to get the subs. And second, within the giveaway, there are going to be several different ways that you can enter. Like one of them is if you just visit our Facebook page, you get an entry for that. Another one is if you follow me on Twitter, you get 2 entries for that. But if you are subbed to the channel, you get 10 entries, which would definitely drive people over to sub. So I think that's what I want to do. But again, I mean, I have to give it an end date. I can't just leave the end date open. So I guess, what do you think? Maybe 6 weeks at the most? We'll put it there. And I'm going to put all the information down in the terms and everything. So, but I think that's what I want to do, man. And yeah, so if you sub, then you get 10 entries and you get a chance to win. And then I also have to put a little thing down there. In order to win, you actually still have to be subbed when we pick the winner. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to do this right now. And I'm going to link the tournament information. Not tournament. Why am I thinking tournament? I'm going to link the giveaway information in the Discord. If y'all are not familiar, those of you watching over on YouTube, the Discord information is down in the description. For those of you watching over on Twitch or on any of the other platforms that I use a total of 5 platforms. So if you're not familiar with that, you can actually follow me over on Twitter, or let me see if it will actually let me link the Discord to you guys. Excuse me. Because I know over on YouTube, sometimes it freaks out and it's like, no, you can't share links. I'm like, but I'm the one doing this. I will share any links I want. Okay, no, that's not it. That's not it. Where is my... Okay. Where are you? Oh, here we go, Discord server. Okay. Let me go ahead and link up the Discord server. And hopefully this will feed through to all the various platforms. There we go. Oh, it actually did show up on YouTube. That's nice. Okay, good. Oh, and it also showed up over on Twitch. Excellent. So the reason I'm sharing it there is because, like I said, I haven't set up the giveaway yet. But as soon as the stream is over, which is going to be hopefully in a couple minutes, I'm going to go set it up, get it going, and then it will have all the information. And since you will be in the Discord, I could just link the giveaway there in the Discord, then you can go there, check it out. And then at that point, if you don't want to stay in the Discord, you can leave, it's fine. Or you can stay. There's a handful of us in there that talk in there all the time. We talk about Duel Links, we talk about games, we talk about weird stuff like trains. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And here, just to kind of give y'all an idea of what it looks like, in case y'all are wondering, I think I may just do a whole video just on the giveaway. But for you guys who are sticking with me here, actually watching this, yes, that's my Discord. But here, I'll take it out of the box here real quick. I tried to get as much of the old original stuff with it. And I'm one of those people that if I buy electronics, I keep all the boxes. That's why I still have the box. I keep all the boxes, I take care of them. And let's see. All right, oh wow, yeah. I still got instruction manuals. I still got, oh, this is nice. A little felt cloth to clean the screen with. I'll just leave that in there, I'm not gonna take it out. And we've got the wall plug thingy. I don't have the cable. I need to find the cable. Because this is like a USB type thing, and then you plug it into the tablet and it charges. I gotta find the cable, I gotta make sure I put that in here. Even though I'm sure most people already have those cables, because they've all got devices and stuff. But there we go. And then here itself is the tablet. I put it in its little plastic wrapper, just so it wouldn't get dirty or anything, because I cleaned it up real good. Like I said, it's still in beautiful shape, man. It's in really, really nice shape. I actually had a cover on it the entire time that I used it, so it never got dirty, never got dropped, never got spilled on or nothing. It's in really nice shape. But yeah, this is it. Real nice. And again, just to kind of give you an idea, my phone is actually on the large side. It's a 5.5-inch screen. That's the phone. Here's the phone. Here's the tablet. Just so y'all get an idea of how much larger that is. So, I gotta put my phone back now. Oh, where's my little charging cable? But yeah, it's a really nice device. I think whoever gets it is really gonna like it and enjoy it. Or if you just want to take it and sell it, I guess you could do that. I'm one of those people where if I win something or if I get a gift, even if I have no use for the gift, I still keep it because it was a gift. You know, I feel kind of bad about doing the whole re-gifting or reselling of gifts things. But yeah, that's the tablet. I'll put it back in its box now. And I'm going to go and I'm going to set this up. And again, if you're already subbed, great. Go ahead and enter, do all that good stuff. If you're not subbed, I would have really appreciated it if you subbed over on YouTube. I'm still driving to get 1,000. The goal before, like I said, the goal before we actually give this thing away and end the giveaway is going to be 1,200. If it gets to the point where it's been like 7 or 8 weeks and we're still not at 1,200, then I may just end it at that point because, you know, you can't just keep people waiting forever. But yeah, this is it. I'm going to go set that up. Again, I thank you all for checking out the stream. This was my second show of the day. Ow. I still need to go to another video. I guess we'll do a stream tomorrow for more Duel Links. The new event is going to start. It's the tag duel thing. So we'll do another stream tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time we're going to do it at. Maybe at 10, who knows? But until then, check it down in the description. It has links to our, again, Discord. Has links to our website. Has links to our forums, which I'm sad because nobody ever uses. I've been pumping stuff into that. Nobody ever uses them. Nixon, please just don't stop making Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. The Duel Links isn't going anywhere, okay? I may not do streams like nothing but Duel Links streams, but it's not going to go away. There will still be Duel Links videos. So don't worry about that. Anyways, again, like I was saying, check down in the description for all additional information. There is actually another giveaway we're doing right now for an actual card. An actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. See? That's an actual real Yu-Gi-Oh! Card that I'm giving away. Windrose the Elemental Lord. Ultra rare. It's really nice looking, actually. I've got multiples of these, which is why I'm like, yeah, let's just do a little giveaway. You know, maybe somebody likes cards. But until then, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to dip and go start this giveaway. So I guess I'll see y'all in Discord in the next 10-20 minutes. Until then, guys, go ride a horse. Yeah, go ride a horse.